I'm back. Hey y'all. This is part 2 to the vocab words that you're gonna wanna know for your SAT. Trust me, you're gonna wanna watch to the end. The judge remained impartial during the great nut dispute, despite being bribed with acorns from both sides. This owl is genuinely the creepiest thing I've ever seen, I'm sorry. But anyways, impartial means to be fair or to be just. When you're remaining impartial, you are treating both sides, both rivals, equally. The rabbit alluded to his great escape artist skills by casually mentioning how easy it was for him to get out of a locked cage. This squirrel, it looks scared for its life, but to elude is to suggest or to hint at something without actually mentioning it directly. My brother's frivolous argument over who could produce the louder belch was giving me a headache. Y'all, true story, I'm kidding, but when something is frivolous, it means that it has no serious purpose or value. In other words, when something is frivolous, it's not important. The pirates' plan to subvert the pirate captain involved stealing the treasure map and hiding it in the jungle. Why the jungle? I have no idea, but to subvert something means to overturn or overthrow something. Subvert has similar meanings to sabotage, undermine, disrupt. Basically, when you are subverting something, you're causing its downfall and ruin. Yeah, this one's my favorite. Captain Smick was lauded for his ability to run away, until the boob realized this was not the way to solve problems. Laud is kind of like a formal word for praise and admiration, especially in the public setting. When someone is lauded for something, they basically have all the praise in the world. They've done some great grand thing and everyone's like bowing down to them. That's what lauded means. After waking up at 5 a.m., you heard me right, her pace was analogous to that of a turtle in his senior years. Perfect representation of, you know, hey y'all. Analogous is like saying comparable in a specific way. So analogous, hello my lighting, please come back. Analogous is analogous to comparable. Quick intermission, like this video if it's helping you so far. Thank you so much. The squirrel corroborated the claim of stolen nuts by pointing at the chipmunk's overstuffed cheeks. Do you see this thing? I'm sorry. To corroborate is to confirm something, to basically give support to a theory or to a finding. I've seen this word come up 1,000 times. The SAT definitely loves this word, so corroborate, to confirm, remember it. We were best friends in kindergarten, but as we grew, our interests began to diverge. You're probably familiar with this word, but just to solidify, to diverge is when you are going in two different directions from the same starting point, and you can think the word divide. The rabbits concurred that Rover's choice of a hat for the day was pretty odd. I approve this message. When you are concurring with something or someone, you are agreeing. So when two people are agreeing on something, they are concurring. After 11 losses, I almost said cheesy, but Chessie the walrus had to concede that Octomine was the better chess player. Now, to concede is to admit that something is true, or in this case, to admit that you have lost. You want to use the word concede when you basically have no other choice but to admit that you have been proven wrong, that you have lost a battle, yada yada yaha, you are wrong. Yada yada yaha, is that a thing? Is that a thing? I don't even know, but you get my point. The music was so powerful that it felt like it was transcending time and space, making the audience feel goosebumps. To transcend is to go beyond the normal limits, the normal boundaries. You are basically going above and beyond into the night. There was visible dissent among the team after the choice that was made for their new uniform. Dissent, I mean, if it's not obvious, is extreme disapproval. Dissent is disagreement. It's refusal to accept a common opinion or decision. Instead of admitting that he had accidentally left the faucet running, Thomas kept equivocating, leaving everyone puzzled as to where all the water had come from. To equivocate is to avoid giving a clear answer or to be deliberately unclear, usually to hide the truth or to avoid making a decision. For example, when your mom asks you, hey, did you do your homework? You'll probably say, yeah, I've been looking at it. You're equivocating. Real quick, do you want a good SAT score? I mean, I'm sure you do, that's why I clicked on today's video. If you have not already, then make sure to go and join the Scholar Circle Discord community. It is linked down below. Once you join, and yes, it's free, you'll get access to live study sprints, exclusive tips, and basically every single thing you're gonna need to be successful on your SAT. Go join while you still can. Link is in description. The teacher asked super fun questions to elicit responses from his students. How are you everyone who likes cheese? Like, I don't even know, sorry guys. To elicit is to get or draw out a reaction, a response, or an answer from someone. The global warming caused by carbon emissions has led to a corollary of extreme weather conditions. A corollary is a result or conclusion that naturally follows from something that has already been proven to be true or is known to be true. For example, if we know that all mammals have hearts, right, hopefully, then we know that dogs, which are also mammals, have hearts as well. Scientists are studying the viability of growing crops in space. Viability is the ability to work, to function, or to succeed. So when something is not viable, it means, hey, this thing's not gonna work. But when something is viable, then it is very much possible and has a very good chance of working, of doing well. So the viability of you doing super well on your SAT is very high if you know, subscribe to this channel. Just saying. The inherent risk of skydiving makes it an extreme sport. Like, it's obvious that skydiving is risky, so the risk is inherent. Inherent is something that naturally exists as a part of something else. So you can think of the word inherent. Thank you so much, second grade science class. You are finally doing wonders. The music director interpolated some additional notes into the score just before the performance. To interpolate is to insert something, often text or data, between other parts. Foxy rushed to bolster his bench when its weight limit was unexpectedly exceeded. The real question here is, how did they even get up there? I question this picture, but to bolster is to strengthen something. You're giving support to something. My heart. Toby realized he would have to wait for the storm to abate before he could go fishing. This little cat, I could just go, you're fine. I don't even know, sorry. To abate, why am I holding my heart? I'll pledge allegiance. To abate is to become less intense or widespread. Their teamwork created a synergy that improved the entire project. I feel this definition can be compacted down into like 3 words, but synergy is the combined power of 2 or more different elements working together to achieve something greater than individually. You know, see what I mean? She was able to articulate her ideas during the meeting, making her points clear to everyone. Doesn't that word sound like it's pronounced wrong? I mean, articulate, I think I've been saying articulate my entire life, but hold up.
Articulate.
Like what?
Articulate.
Maybe I'm the only one, I don't know. Articulate, whatever, can serve as both an adjective and as a verb. Articulate means to express one's thoughts, feelings, and ideas effectively and clearly in words. When someone is articulate, they speak in a way that is easy to understand and is very well organized. Less is more is a paradox that suggests that doing and having less can actually lead to better results. A paradox is a statement or a situation that seems to just, you know, contradict itself, but when you really think about it, it reveals almost a deeper truth. At first glance, this paradox may seem illogical or even impossible, but when you really think about it, it's like, yeah, this is the truth. This is what's actually, this is real, right? And we're done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. And join Scholar Circle if you haven't already. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Bye, y'all.